Gonna go over that Shadow Assassin for a little bit of drop. What the shot? I mean, this is the best! This is the best game ever, right? We've somehow turned this into a Beardy Man deck without meaning to! Hello everyone, Gomez here from the LAN Up channel with another deck for you today. This time we are using Timelines, but instead of using the number one, which is with Ledros going into Dreadway, we're going to be using it with Ionia. So let's get into this. So like I said, this deck is called Ionian Timelines. This one, so we are using Concurrent Timelines. For anyone who doesn't know who Concurrent Timelines is, for the rest of the game, the first time you play a follower each round, you get to pick from which is 3 followers and it transforms into that one. Now, obviously a lot of people have been using this with Ledros going into Dreadway because that is instant lethal because you still get the play effects of whatever you're playing and whatnot. But we decided to go down Ionia because there's a few little fun things that you can do down this route, which some people do know about, some people don't know about. I think that Swim put out a video on it, so actually most people now know about the fact that anytime you grant mechanics, so for example, Inspiring Mentor, or if you use which is Dual Protector, the granting things actually stay on the cards. So basically what this means is that what happens is and including the Poro, if this Poro has a keyword, whatever he's transforming into is also going to have that keyword. Another example as well is not the one, there we go. The Blade Scout, when summoned, has elusive. You transform that into something else and it will still retain that elusive, and actually that is where the plan of this deck actually comes in. So the idea of this deck is actually to hold on to your Blade Scouts, and what you want to be doing is putting as many buffs on this as possible, through Protector, through Inspiring Mentor, through the Green Glade Elder, literally all of these things of granting effects to this card, and then the ability to use Zephyr Sage to be able to make a copy of it. The idea is then that you can go on your attack turn, play this. It should be a really buffed up unit. You can change this to whatever the hell you want. Hopefully you're working on more attack stats in the 1 cost read, which is a route, but whatever it is will be elusive, and that is going to be a big boy elusive for you attacking down that turn. That is the idea of this one, and also you've made an exact copy, so you can play that and actually play an actual Blade Scout who's going to have all those buffs and still have elusive on that attack turn. So that is where the idea of this comes in. We've got a little bit of draw for spells. There's a couple of denies in there, but the main reason is to make sure that you can get your timelines out as quickly as possible. We've got a Swiftfoot in here who can, number one, recall everything that is dangerous on your opponent's side of the field, but also can then transform into Dreadway for more damage. Bubble Man, if you've got a big board that you want to protect, and so you want to give everyone barrier, you can go with it directly into Ledros, I guess, depending on the board state, whether or not there's Fearsome's going to be a good keyword for you. So actually, there's a number of different things that you can use in this deck, and I just put this guy because I just like doing 1 damage and then transforming him into another 5 cost. As well as the fact that obviously you can give somebody else elusive and then change this one into another 4 cost. So the card which I'd love to put in this, which is a really funny card to use with this whole mechanic, is this guy, because if you do play a 6 cost spell, then whatever he's transforming into is going to have quick attack and +4. The only problem is that I couldn't work out what I wanted to change in this deck, plus because you'd need to put in a 6 cost spell, and you would also need to so technically there is ways through Dusk and Dawn and things that you could work out because it would probably be with Dusk or Dawn, Progress Day for more draw. There's certain things that you could put into this deck to make him viable, but the way that I'm running it, I've not put him in, but the option is still there. So if you want to, there's definitely, as I said, all the decks that I always put out are just ideas and basic constructs. It's everyone, we can work together as a community to refine and make them better, but I just come in with the initial ideas and things and just allow you guys then to create and have fun yourselves, because that's after all card games and things like this are all about. So bearing in mind, if you didn't know already, shameless plug time, Twitch, Twitter and Instagram. You can catch me live on Twitch on Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays and Thursdays. So you want to come by and catch the action live and say hello or whatever the hell, then please feel free to, as well as the fact there is the Discord link down below if you want to get in there, talk all things deck deck crafting, just have a good laugh in there. There is a movie night and a game night that is in that Discord that I do once a month, one of each. So if you want to get involved in those things, get on mic and like actually have a good time while watching a film or playing some games, then please feel free to. Also, I would just like to say thank you to everyone. I have hit the halfway line on YouTube. I've got an end of year goal of hitting 5,000 followers / subscribers on YouTube and Twitch. So honestly, thank you so much. I'm halfway there on YouTube. So thank you all so much for the support. Hopefully we can get there on Twitch as well. But honestly, by the end of the year, I think we should be able to smash that goal of 5,000 on both, hopefully. But just thank you all so much. Let's get in and see what this deck does in a couple of matchups. Or okay, you know what? I actually love it when I'm against all of the Egyptian gods. I don't know why. It makes it a really special match when you are against all of the Egyptian god cards. Okay, I might end up regretting getting rid of Deny, and I definitely regret the fact that I don't have timelines immediately. But on the plus side, like I've got a little bit of draw, I've got a spell draw, and I've got so much is granting this, so they've still got a while, right? They've still got a while until they get that sun disc leveled. So I love the idea of an all-out god deck. It's trying to get there quick enough. That's the thing, and it's whether or not my opponent's going to exploit the glitch, which basically means that like if you put 2 sun disc out. But I'm gonna believe that my opponent is a kind and honorable person, so it's all good. It's all good. We've got a Zephyr Sage and this, which is already like shaping up quite nicely. These elusives are also buffed and going to be drawing me cards. It's not looking too bad right now. Okay, so I could just attack forward. I could attack forward. It means that they're going to block one of them, most likely the 3 damage, but we still get 2 damage in. We've got elusive stuff going on for us, so we're not in the worst case situation. We've not got our timelines yet, but we don't need our timelines right now. What's going on right now? We don't exactly... he says! As he top decks timeline. We're going to throw down this because we actually want to keep the elusive right now, but then I will be playing this. I could accept, so... I'm thinking to myself here, we'll take down his health a little bit, because the idea here is timelines going into this guy. Whoo, that's a good move! Okay, fair play. Fair play to my opponent. I mean, they would have just done it onto the sand guy, so it's fine. I'm now going to play this. I'm now going to play this because then it means that I can go into my Shredder, and Shredder's going to do 1 damage, therefore removing that guy from the field of play. Obviously, their Azir is still going to be in play, but I can live with that because we can go into this next turn Zephyr Sage on this guy. I feel somewhat okay. I feel somewhat okay. So boom, 1 damage, and out of all of these, I guess I'll take the Stellar Gold because the stats are the better ones. The plus side, that guy should be dying. We're gonna take Azir down a notch or 2. And so I said next turn, going into the Zephyr Sage, and then the turn after that, that is going to be, our attack turn after that is going to be quite a significant one with all that elusiveness going on for us. So this might end up working out. It's absolutely fine. Don't worry. Cheers to you all. Oh, that's going to be Renekton, isn't it? That's going to be Renekton. I'm just going to go forward with you. Actually, no. No, that's not. I was going to say, I could go forward with this guy, but like, I'd rather keep this as a blocker. Because right now, this is a trade. This is a trade, and like either way it would have been good. But I'm expecting Renekton next turn. I'm going to Zephyr Sage into this, and as I said, my next attack turn is going to be quite something against all these Egyptian god cards. Trust me, it's going to work out fine. Don't worry, everyone. I do actually like having Rummage because Rummage makes the other 2 concurrent timelines. So once you play concurrent timelines, the other 2 are completely useless to you. So this just makes it so that at least you can get rid of them and draw. So I do actually really like Rummage. I should have mentioned that in the deck thing at the start, but that's the reason why Rummage is in here. It's the last bit of draw, as well as it can get rid of those concurrent timelines after you've used concurrent timelines, still making them useful. Zephyr Sage into this, just because we know. I mean, so who do I want to change into? The Overwhelm, or maybe do we take the Overwhelm? He's got regen. The Overwhelm he's got regen seems to make a lot more sense, right? I'll take the Overwhelm with regen, but we've got like it's such a big elusive move going down next. Oh, and I mean, like, obviously they've got what's his face? Did the Spirit Fire, but is Spirit Fire gonna be enough? I wish I would have granted this just to have an additional point of health. I wish I had another like green Glade Elder, but I'll take what I can get. But this is quite nice. We've got a lot of elusive damage coming at them, and it's asking them the questions. Can you defend me? The most important question in this game: can you defend me? That sun disc is getting so close. Yet at the same time, it's like it's still far enough away.
Wait for me.
It's still far enough away that things will be okay. So, feel like I'm just gonna defend and defend here because like it somewhat feels. I mean, they could have that. They could have that card again. They could have that card. Which is it? What is it? +3? Is it plus? What attack is it? I can't remember what attack that gives. +3. So I'll defend at least there. Part of me is just considering getting rid of the old man at this point because he's not really helping me out in any way, shape, or form. I'll do this. I just wanted to just consider that I could have traded that away. That's why I was just like, no, I've changed my mind. Okay. So first follower we play, it's gonna be you, who's gonna change into. Let's find out. Whatever it is, you're still gonna have elusive, so immediately take the attack stat down. This still got an okay attack stat, so take that. So still got your elusive. We did throw down another one. I mean, obviously, we're seeing what our opponent plays, because bearing in mind, Spirit Fire is still a thing. We're trying to play around that. Okay, there's a big boy Nasus. Okay, so big boy Nasus on the field of play. Need to ask myself, like, so that is 6 damage. I can make it so that it is 10 damage at least. 10 damage at least is not too bad. Part of me's honestly thinking about playing this elusive, just because that way I'm getting a bit of draw going on. So immediately it's gonna go for. I want to keep you back because obviously they can defend with Nasus and actually have a really good defense there. So I'd rather keep this back right now until it's absolutely necessary to use. Grant mechanic yet again going on to this. I wish I had another Zephyr Sage. There's the Renekton! Okay, that is all of the Egyptian gods. That is all of the Egyptian gods, but not only that. The Egyptian gods are starting to get quite scary. The Egyptian gods are starting to get significantly scary. Part of me's also considering the Neverglade Collect. I could go with either one of these 2 elusives, or I could take the Neverglade. I'm gonna take the Collector, just because even if I trade these up, obviously I expect the Collector to be taken by Renekton. I'm assuming they're gonna have something in that hand, which is gonna be a grab, like make vulnerable spell. So sadly, I feel like the Protector is dead. Quick attack on this is not really gonna help me out. So what are the chances that we hit what's his face right now? Deny is what I'm after. It's not deny. Okay. Okay. It's okay. As long as I can live. I'm not gonna live, am I? I'm not gonna live. The problem is this is the potential level up for Nasus. And potential level up for Nasus is not the one that you want to see, right? It's not the one that you want to see. We could throw you out just more to defend me. To defend me more than anything else. That is gonna be quite significant of him taking us down. He's gonna take us down by 3. Plus we got oh my god, so much. It's gonna be a little bit crazy. Okay, it's okay. We can accept. We can do this. We can. So these are gonna go down to 0 anyway. So the way that I see this is that these ones are going down to 0 anyway. So
it's too late for you.
On the plus side, I can at least keep some of my health, even though all 3 Egyptian gods are coming at me very aggressively, by the way. All 3 Egyptian gods are coming at me very aggressively. It's all I've got. This is all I've got as my moves. So the Egyptian gods, all 3 of them are coming at me. But all I've got right now is the hope I've still got you. And I've got you. And I can make you slightly bigger. That's all I got. It's all I got. It's -3. It's all the cinematics. All of the beautiful cinematics. It's okay. At least Crocodile Man's not leveled. But oh, it's getting a bit hot in here, right? Okay. It's okay. There is the Emperor's deck. There is the Emperor's deck. But okay. We might be okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Obviously, like Cypher, which is like we've got Cypher, which is Cypher and Strike or whatnot. They've already used that before, but it's okay. It's okay. So give a few more buffs in here. Nobody really helps me, other than I guess you still have regen. So I guess I take this one because at least it's something. Oh god, use something. Use your siphoning strike. Get rid of this guy. This guy's quite clearly the problem. I mean, oh my god, just immediate, straight up, obliterate, and then get themselves another card. Okay, I'd be lying if I said that I wasn't scared of the potential other obliterate cards and that my move here might actually be countered. It's all I got though. It's all I got. So they can't siphoning strike. We go, hopefully elusively, against all 3 Egyptian gods. I've got no other plans. This is all I got. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. If Shen emote to my, obviously they might be able to. Oh my god! Oh my god! Like, I admire anyone who plays all 3 Egyptian gods, and honestly, that was well played by my opponent. I got lucky, but it got scary quite quickly in that deck. But honestly, well played. I mean, is this gonna be a deck with the battering ram? Is this actually gonna be a deck with the battering ram? Because if it is, then I'm much hype about the situation. I'm actually gonna get rid of everything. I'm gonna keep you. Concurrent Timelines is here. Okay, so Shen emote to my opponent, even though, like, you know, nothing has happened yet. But I'll take this. But honestly, is this gonna be the battering ram deck? Is this gonna be the battering ram deck for my opponent? At least on the plus side, I can play. So what did you have this time? You had quick attack. Okay, so I'm gonna play that Concurrent Timelines. We're starting it off. I'm hoping you get elusive, like, because elusive would just be so nice to have for this card. So augment. I haven't really got much card creation. It's not really worth it. I could throw that down just to have something on this field of play right now, but I'm going to go with just attacking forward with the old man. Attack forward with the old man, and I can still wait on this front. I can still wait for my pro. I just feel like I want something better. I mean, technically... Let's have some fun. Oh my god, this is a Marauder deck! I love it. Technically, I could go into... What's his face, right? I could go into the Ballistic Bot, but the Ballistic Bot's already got Augment. I'll leave it. I'm willing to wait until this becomes a stat, like a thing that I definitely want. Regeneration, starting down potential. Okay, so I wish that I had, because obviously they can start healing those guys. Wish that I had the ability to use this right now, because this would just be like the best move to do. I'm just gonna go draw potential. Just to remove this Marauder from the field of play. I want to see what my opponent does first. So there is potential. I'm going to leave this because what I want to do is I want to play Shredder, which obviously is playing into this, but I'm willing to do so because I'm hoping that if they go for any heals, I can hopefully... I mean, obviously, the only one that I can't get myself past is Astral Protection, potentially. I'll go with the tough. I'll go with the tough unit. Seems to make sense, and then we can also set like... If they try to heal the Marauder past a certain point, we could throw down the Mystic. I know how powerful a big bearded boy can be. I don't like the fact that he's still on the field. So, go with that heal. Still potentially killable by this. So, I wait, because I want them to use their mana again, because yet again, they've still got significant heals they could use. Of course there's more Marauders! We go forward with this 5 damage. Bearing in mind that I do a recall, but not the recall really matters, but it just means they have to pay that cost again. But we've still got a while until that happens. Okay, so they are out of transfusion range. They're out of transfusion range and potential guiding touch. That's one beardy man down, but they've still got a beardy man on the field of play. But at least they're not going to get up to 6 attack by this attack. I should have actually been looking what so lifesteal potentially not too bad. I can give everyone +1/+1, therefore meaning that if that does hit elusive, I can deny this. I feel like I have to deny this at this point. I mean, they're gonna be playing. I mean, I know that they're probably gonna play strengthening numbers at some point, and strengthening numbers is by far the more problematic thing that I can come up against. So we need to do this. Keep a really good attack stat, health stat. Actually, I could go with the overwhelm, but I feel like I go with a slightly better health stat here, so I can stay alive for a bit longer and hopefully defend me. But obviously, lifesteal could be interesting. I really want that to turn into elusive, though. I'd be lying if I said that I wasn't just waiting for that to turn into elusive. So, it's a big attack. Feel like those are the 2 that I take out, because at least this one's slightly damaged. As much of me needs to kill this quick. I mean, technically, I could actually throw that in front of there, and it means that it could be in mystic range shot, but we do know that they're running significant heals, so I'm willing to remove that because I'm expecting a potential transfusion move. So it's not good. It's not good. Potentially lifesteal might actually not be the worst choice with this guy right now. I was really gonna wait for that to be elusive, but lifesteal's not actually the worst with that in my current clan. I wish I would have played that actually, because we would have actually been able to defend against the other Marauder, so that would have been by far the more preferable move. Zephyr Sage, not really help, but I guess I could Zephyr Sage on top of this, just because at least that is a nice unit, and we can go into, I guess we go into the overwhelm here. Admittedly, I have now allowed them to play strengthening numbers without a form of counterplay. So, Problems potentially as we see strengthening. I mean, I know how powerful that deck can be. Why am I being so foolish? Are they at what? Are you running Targon's Peak? Is that a Targon's Peak deck? Like, it's even gonna be a Targon's Peak. I mean, no, sorry. They're running the heal. They're running Soraka. It's got to be the healing landmark, right? It's got to be the healing landmark. Out of all of them. Yes, of course. There we go. So they're getting that going. But they are only on 3 health right now. We can deny. If they go for strength in numbers, we can deny it. It's okay. I'm actually, you know what? This not been the worst situation. We've got like some really big swift foot, so we can next turn just knock back their melee attacks and force them to have to redevelop. So we all walk out. That's so big. That's so big. I can still use this. Over here. It's not too bad. And another, yet again, keeping the healing ability up. We could go with this to be able to do a trade-off. I feel like I just want to keep myself like, you know, stably alive right now. Keep myself stably alive. Okay. I'm willing to accept the loss of my Poro for knowing that I can do this in here and this in here. And still, I mean, I guess, or do we sacrifice you? Keep ourselves at that. That's not too bad. I can accept the charges. I mean, obviously, transfusion could get this guy past so that he lives. They could have. I'm just trying to think what else they could have. I think transfusion's like their main move there. Power Cascade. Oh no! I mean, I always forget about Vigor, but it's okay. It's okay. Because next turn, we can actually just send a bunch of people back so that they're not as damaged, and it's not like you're helping them. In this case, it forces them to have to replay them. So we could just immediately attack forward. Actually, no, because right now that can still be a problem. So recall, and I wish you could recall landmarks, but sadly you can't. So Bubble Man or Dreadway. Dreadway with Overwhelm is not too bad, actually. Dreadway with the Overwhelm capabilities that we have. I will take it right now. That's just boom, 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 send them all back. I mean, technically, I think that this guy's gonna still stay on the board because like it just activates his spell shield. But on the plus side, it does mean that those damaged units aren't damaged anymore. And as I said, just the attack forward with this momentous Overwhelm right now, because that is 14 damage on Overwhelm. Let's have some fun as we go forward, because literally that is also a lot of life steal for me as well. So it's a lot of damage. It's a lot of damage. Potential hush mechanic? Potential, like, okay, so they go with that. We're still okay at the moment? Still okay? Still okay? Oh, the finishing, of course! Okay. That is big moves. That is big moves for my opponent without the ability to use deny. So that is quite big. That is quite big. We've still got the elusives. It's I mean, and also next turn, so they have to develop again. And the more they develop, we just send everyone back again, right? So they develop and we send everyone back again. Because I can take that damage. I can take the damage, which is coming up of all this. I can totally do that. So let's see.
To heal and protect.
They're on 7, so by attacking forward, that goes up to 8. So 10 damage. Am I the bold man who's gonna say I can take 10 damage? I'm the bold man who says he can take 10 damage. I'm willing to do it. Aha! I knew it! Couldn't resist playing another card, could you? Okay, we send them back. Admittedly, they could still play another Marauder. But, I mean, do we take Bubble Man? Bubble Man is a lovely defense against if they play the Marauder again, because actually, technically, no, it's only on play. He's not going to have the barrier immediately. Potentially Overwhelm, potentially just, what's his face? It's still a really good card. We could go with Ledros as defense, because literally that then just means that we can play Ledros next turn, potentially into the Dreadway combo. But we're trying to avoid that option. I'll take Dreadway, because it then means that my elusives are going to be quite significant. I'm willing to take my elusives being quite significant over this. So we can next turn dual protect on top of one of these and then just throw them both out. And with Dreadway, that is a lot of damage. Willing to accept. Technically, I could have even thrown one of these guys out right now. Already seen them use. So as long as you don't get damaged, because we've already seen that they've got guillotine. Going on to you. This is perfectly fine. I'm willing to accept the damage because I feel like they're gonna guillotine, so I'm willing to accept that damage. I feel like it's for the greater good. It's for the greater good. Okay, so boom, going on to you. Let's see what we can get from you right now. So elusive, more elusive. We go elusive even more so right now. They've got hush capabilities, potentially even what's his face, right? Potentially what's that spell? That like hushes like 2 at once. So therefore we're gonna go massively elusive on them because we know that Dreadway's making everyone's attack double. This is our best chance at doing this. But I will just say, I love the fact that my opponent is playing a Marauder deck. That is, you know, like you love seeing, I love seeing a beardy man, and it's just. When people experiment and try out these new things, I honest to God, I respect and admire. I respect and admire the hell out of you for doing so. So we're still gonna go with another elusive right now, because I'm guessing. So we could see like some hush mechanics, and we could see, yeah, that's what I mean. We could see I can't think of the damn name of that 5-cost spell. It's okay. That's fine. That is absolutely fine. I could have denied that. I could have denied it, but I felt a bit bad. I'll take what I can there. There is also the ability, obviously, to rummage, and so we had the things. But honestly, Shenamot to my opponent. You went down. I love, but Beardy Man, fantastic. Nasus Kindred. Wow, we're gonna need deny to stop the atrocity move. Okay, so gonna get rid of you. Obviously, I said, like, I want to be keeping this buff to be able to be starting to buff, because you do so well for me. Better than you expect. Doing this over here, the ability to recall The gain us there. The ability to be able to recall Nasus at the right moment might end up being very useful to me. I'm just going to go forward here because like, it's very unlikely they defend with Bark Beast there. Like, Challenger at the moment, what have you got now? Scout. Scout's not actually a bad ability just to give you. So I'm expecting to see Butcher, Baker, and Candlestick Maker, but I'm willing to give this guy Scout. Unexpected. Unexpected. Was honestly expecting the Butcher, the Baker, and the Candlestick Maker. So we're going to go forward in the Scout move first. Go forward in the Scout move first. We still need to find concurrent timelines. We've got a deep meditation move coming up next turn, I feel. Because then we can let things kick off from that point, right? Obviously, there's not a guarantee, because we've actually got a number of spells. We've got Deny, we've got a couple of Mystics, so there's not the guarantee that we're going to get it. Technically, like, a part of me is like considering maybe getting rid of Mystic Shot, but I do like Mystic as a lovely removal slash, like, a when needed move. Like, I honestly God do love that. So, that's okay. We don't play anything. I'm willing to keep these back as defense. The problem is I'm then allowing them to like be slain. Ooh, I need to find my timelines because that if I put both of these forward, there is the potential chance right now. I mean, obviously I can just throw that out on its own, but if I can find timelines, then I can transform this into a better static unit. Willing to take that. Willing to take that. Give me timelines. Just find me timelines. And there we are! And there's the Mystic Shot as well. But timelines is more real like potentially right of which there's potentially right of deny. Or right of negation. At least on the plus side, I could play this next turn. Like I could play this next turn and still find. Oh, there we go. It just goes through. I wish they had a better animation for that, like some weird little clock thing going on in the middle, but I'll take it. Because now that means that we can throw out our Shredder. It's going to kill both of these. It's going to kill both of these and then give us something hopefully useful. Shredder comes out, dealing these damage, and then transform it into a Screeching Dragon. I'll take it. Screeching Dragon, I will honestly God take that because that now just means I can yet again dictate the field of play. Because even if they throw Kindred out, there's a slight chance of me being able to trade them up. Let's see what they do. See how they react to this. But yes, as I said, so if Kindred drops, there's now the chance of me just being able to remove Kindred from the field here. So that's actually probably the best transform I could have got. So yeah, again, we're going to go for buff. So next turn, buffing you, then we can like do another buff on top of this. So it's all going in. It's all coming together, Yugi. So Undying, I mean, we just attack forward. We just attack forward and take the 4 damage. But yes, no, it's all coming together. All my plans. All my plans! Swiftfoot as well would just be able to take back the Undying, which like if they tried to get the Undying to a good point, it can just be like, well, no, we're returning back to the kitchen. Dual Protector going into this. So, gonna go like this. So, who do I want to play right now? Who do I want to play? I need somebody who's less statted than the dragon, because basically somebody being less somebody being less statted than the dragon just means that if they kill this now, it's not the dragon, which allows me to still remove Kindred from the field of play. That's the way that I see that. Hopefully they don't kill it this at the moment so that I can. That's fine. I will accept. I mean, it's one of those things, right? But if I kill it now myself, I mean, if they've got a glimpse, they're just gonna use glimpse anyway. I feel like I just go for killing it myself, because by killing it myself, it just means I'm A, not taking 2 damage, but B, it means it's not on the field of play for them to be able to kill that unless they had, as I said, a glimpse from beyond. I'm willing to take that chance. So yeah, again, you're getting quite big, but there is still the chance of vengeance and moves such as those in that deck. So I'm not willing to play you yet. Soon, but not yet. I'm thinking maybe Shadow Assassin. Or do we just go for the immediate grab? Obviously, as I said, Vengeance is still a really big thing. We could actually just go Elusive on them. So, doing a 4 cost to make you Elusive, because I really want to be grabbing. So, guess we take the Overwhelm. I mean, I'm getting, like, stat-wise, I'll take this. I haven't really got, like, I've got a 2 cost in my hand. Actually, no, correction, that's not the 2 cost one. That is just, play me, discard, which it discard 2. So, whenever they attack, draw 2 and make it fleeting. Which admittedly is not the best option for me right now. Admittedly it's not the best option for me right now, but I will still take it. Because admittedly I've got a lot what I need in hand anyway. I will take this. They are out of vengeance move, and actually, that's fine. I don't mind burning that. I've already played my concurrent timelines. That could go to the graveyard. As well as it's sad that the dual protector goes, because technically I wouldn't want the dual protector, but I can accept. I can accept the charges for potentially killing Kindred, because obviously I said they've got themselves past the point of a what's his face? Oh, they can still use that though. Nicely done. Nicely done for my opponent here. So that does remove the mark. That does remove the mark. So Kindred yet again still with nothing happening for them. Got the Mystic Shot, which is looking like it's going to go into core. That's fine because it's going to happen at the end of the turn. I could throw this out. Not that it would make any difference. I could actually throw the Shadow Assassin out to keep the elusiveness, but also give me a bit of draw. So this is fine. So actually, yeah, that's fine. That's fine. So the fact that I've got like 2 of these guys now. Oh, well played. Well played. There's nothing I can do about that. I'm willing to accept this one dying. I've still got enough of a board that it doesn't exactly matter if they die. Obviously, like the biggest thing would be a Ruination, but at this moment in time, Ruination is not exactly a problem. Still got the ability of obviously Screeching Dragon being able to kill Kindred. Could actually even go for a Deep Med to see whether or not I find the other Mystic Shot. To either, so it gives me the option of either throwing it into their core or throwing it into Kindred. So actually, either of these options are not looking too bad right now. As long as I can defend myself. As long as I can defend myself, that's the main thing. So Deep Med to see. So we've got to deny. Actually, deny yet again, still quite big. So if they try to kill with a spell rather than, because obviously they could have Butcher, they could have. Yep, there we go. Okay, I was gonna say if they had Glimpse, we had the option of using the deny. So it's okay. Willing to take it. Willing to take it. So you're gonna die anyway, so I might as well do a trade. I've got this in elusive, so I want to keep this in elusive. Do that in there and that in there. Could actually take the bigger attack, but we take the bigger attack out. Obviously, as I said, like they are gonna be leveling. They are gonna be leveling their Kindred, and that is scary, but at the same point, I've got a lot of elusive stuff going into them, and obviously if they're gonna run Ruination, okay. So, potential Vengeance as well is always important to remember. Potential Vengeance as well. It's okay. So, it's one of those things, but do you go with the recall? We're gonna be losing. Gonna be losing, my man. Okay. Willing to accept him. So we could go the Swiftfoot. There's the big boy as well. So they've now given themselves the potential atrocity move. Potential atrocity move does just immediately come at me. As much of me, right? The atrocity move is a thing. I don't think they're gonna Ruination on this move. So we go slow. We go slow because we do have deny if they are gonna go for the. I mean, I keep the attack stat. You know, we do have the deny if they go for the atrocity move. So as part of me was thinking Swiftfoot, but then that just opens it up to immediate atrocity. This at least gives us a way. Plus we have this, so we're gonna play the long con of playing a number of things right now. So expect atrocity. Ooh. Okay. I mean, I was expecting immediate atrocity. We did not get it, but it's okay. They're still in the realms of atrocity, so we still go. They've got Vengeance as well. Vengeance as well as a thing. I wish I could use you to copy this just to, as a if worst goes to the worst. But it looks like, boom, we see the atrocity move. You have spanked your load too early, Yugi. You have spanked your load too early. And by that, we deny. We then throw out this big boy elusive that we've kept hidden for so long for the right reasons. As we now immediately go forward under the radar that no one expects, and boom. There it is! There goes the dynamite! That's what I needed to say. There it is. I love it! All 3 Egyptian gods again! What are the chances of having it twice in one recording? Like, that is... Alright. I didn't think it was that prevalent. So, gonna get rid of... Actually, just gonna get rid of this whole hand. Because I don't have my bladesmith or blade scout or timeline. So I'm willing to just remove everything. Admittedly, it's a little bit top heavy. A little bit top heavy. I can return... There's at least... Okay, so at least I can start giving you stats. And I have the ability to copy you. But we have got issues with all 3 Egyptian gods. There's the sun disc. Immediate sun disc, forcing that 2 damage. It's just like a deja vu of what happened in like the first match that I played like a few matches ago. That's fine. Chronomancer comes out. That's absolutely fine. I'm willing to accept even. Actually, yeah, I'm willing to accept us doing that trade-off. I'm not massively attached. I'm not massively attached to him, to my old man with a beard. Gonna go with you just because, like, there we go. There's timelines, so at least I know for a fact I've got this. I need to be trying to find some of my Grant guys, because obviously by finding my Grant ones I can get this up more. Zephyr Sage, they're making a copy. Oh, there! He comes when needed! Boom, timelines. We're gonna take some damage here. We're gonna take some damage, but timelines going into this guy just so that I can actually give him a nice stat after playing. So we could have played him for defense, which actually would not have been the worst. Wouldn't have been the worst decision, right? To at least have played him for defense. Oh, do we turn him into a Marauder? We turn him into a Marauder. You know what? We turn him into a Marauder. No one expects the Marauder turn. So gonna go over that Shadow Assassin for a little bit of drop. What the shot? I mean, this is the best. This is the best game ever, right? We've somehow turned this into a Beardy Man deck without meaning to. So we've now turned this into a lovely Beardy Man deck without, honest to God, meaning to. It is, and so it has begun. This moments like this, that's what this deck is made for as well. Stupid moments like this, where the Beardy Men still cometh, even though that is not what this deck is about. Oh my God, I love it. I love it already. This is amazing. So, yeah, they're going to be removing one of our Beardy Men from the field of play, but my God, the fact that one still exists, the fact that one still remains, it's absolutely fine. This is slowly but surely getting buffed up. We can actually, at this moment in time, make a copy of this one. Actually, we can make a copy of it like twice, like near enough. So I'm willing to accept 3 damage for what I'm gonna say is the greater good. As we turn you into, boom, dragon who makes more dragons. Oh, just like when the elusive play comes out. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, that is it's gonna become problematic. Obviously, there is now the chance of siphoning strike, so we've got to be careful about that. Got to be careful about the potential of siphoning strike. So could go with this. My problem is I'm actually getting myself out of the way of doing what's his face, deny, which is kind of important. It's kind of important that I have deny as a thing. So I'm not gonna lie, like, I can't change my moves now. It's kind of important that I had deny as an option. So I'm not gonna lie, this might end up being my downfall. Because obviously, siphoning strike is such a good move from my opponent right now. Siphoning strike. Yes. So that is what some might say problematic. I mean, yet again, the deny, if we could have kept the deny, but that is also a massive cinematic because they leveled the sun disc. Okay, so yeah, I should have kept deny. I should have kept deny without a shadow of a doubt, as all the Egyptian gods now raid upon me in the most devastating way. Okay, so squeaky bum time. Squeaky bum time. Now. So many animations. Squeaky bum time has happened, and yeah, this is how you say problematic. Admittedly, if they don't go for an open, if they don't go for an open, we do have the ability of maybe kicking at least Renekton back. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this just to do a little tiny bit of damage in. Yes, as long so they most likely they go for an immediate open, right? Because an immediate open makes the most sense. If they don't go for an immediate open, if they tried to go Billy Big Bollocks, which honest to God I hope they do, and play Azir to have all 3 Egyptian God cards on the field of play right now, that would be what I would love to see. That'll do. Obviously, it still gives them the chance to play Renekton. Even though I can send Renekton back, they've still got the ability. Actually, crap, I can't even send Renekton back. I'm not actually on that turn. Okay, so let's see. What is the best strategy here? Potential rummage to get rid of this, and I'm going to get rid of the other rummage right now just to hopefully find answers. Mystic Shot does mean I can get rid of its spell shield, which does mean I can do a kick next turn. But I'm not gonna lie, I am taking considerable damage. Considerable damage is coming at me from the Egyptian God cards right now. No! No, I needed it to live! Yeah, so... Ooh, what? I was gonna say, what? I was saying, what? Okay. That is, that's not what I needed to see. That is definitely death to me. I can't even... Maybe what I should have done there is I should have Mystic this, because it would have meant, like, in that turn beforehand, I should have Mystic that, because it would have given me the option to actually, like, use you in the field of play. But honestly, GG to my opponent. I don't think there's anything that I can find right now other than the ability to deny that spell, but I shall let them have it because GG, they played well, right? They honest to God played so well. I should have kept the deny for that previous widget turn, but honestly, shut up. Well played. Well played. So that is the Ionian Timelines deck. Actually, not too bad, I will say. So we did 7 games and it won 5 of them. So it lost 2 games, but actually not too bad. In all honesty, like it always felt like it had answers to most of the things that my opponent was playing. And even when I did screw up and lost on, like, one of the games actually was my fault from a misplay, but because I should have saved the man. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed your time here. Remember, if you play this deck, please let me know how it goes. As well as that, if you make any changes, I'm not saying this is the be all and end all. There's definitely changes you could make in this deck to, like, a there's leeway for maneuver, so please let me know if you do make any changes, what you do in the comment section down below. As well as that, obviously you can catch me on Twitch on Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays and Thursdays if you want to come catch the action live. As well as that, there's a Discord link down below. Just thank you all so much for watching. So I've hit my halfway goal. I am indeed halfway there. Whoa, living on a prayer on YouTube of I want to hit 5,000 followers and subscribers by the end of the year. So we're halfway there. So honestly, thank you all so much for the support. I hope you have a great day or evening or whatever it is. And until next time, bye. From flash of brilliance that could save me. Save me! That doesn't save me. Okay. Is there anything from you? Save me. That doesn't save me! Okay. Get rid of this and get rid of this. Find something that can save me.